trading contest, I want to challenge them to physical duels. Like once I'm done taking all your money, let's just duel it out in the streets with weapons. Come on. I took a ninja class when I was a kid. I've been waiting to see if I have sword skills my whole life. I'm a freaking ninja. Yo, what's up, Internet? Yeah, I don't even know if this thing is live. Listen, I wish I was live with you guys from basically the last 12 hours. I haven't slept. I've been up all night trading futures, almost 180-point trade on the futures. If you guys aren't trading futures with VWAP, I don't know what you're doing. Look, it's one line on a chart, 2 lines. It's called the 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal, and it works every freaking time. And if you guys can believe this, I'm going to give you a crazy number, 79. 79. There were 79 trades today. Now how many worked? 79 of them. 79 trades worked. 79. 79 trades. No scanner needed. Because we know exactly what stocks to trade every morning. You know why? Because you got me. I am Scan Man. If you guys don't know my secret identity, maybe I should unveil it if you don't know. Here. I am Scan Man, scanning all the scans that a Scan Man can. Scan Man. There's only one scanner that you need, and it's not built by NASA scientists. It's not built by people that don't understand the market. It's built by me and my partner Solid, who understand market mechanics better than any 2 human beings in this business. And we've built it algorithmically to take your thought process out of it. Because most people don't know what they're doing, or you're thinking about something that you think might happen, or you're thinking about something that you're thinking about doing, and that's not how to trade. Thinking is overrated. Doing works. So you want to have a thought in your head? Yeah, great. I came in hot today. What was my thought process? I don't know if you heard me on the morning show. I came in looking to punch people in the face. I've had enough of the bull market, right? Did you hear my commentary this morning? What was I saying? I'm coming here and I'm going to short these stocks right down your throat. Now, stop right there. You think I put the trades on because I felt like it? No, I came in with an idea, a thesis, and I'm looking to pound these stocks into people's faces. But how often does that work in a market that never goes down? The answer is 0. 0 times that works. But today, my bias was confirmed, otherwise known as VWAP. Bias confirmation. You want to short something? Cool. All right. You want to short something, tough guy? You better be breaking VWAP. You best to be breaking VWAP. Then it breaks the prior, and then it goes lower. You want to be shorting something, you better be breaking VWAP and breaking the prior and going lower, right? And then we shorted the shit out of USAR, and we crushed it, and we got faux showed, and then we covered the rest. And then TMQ, right? Everybody's long the TMQ right now because it's one of our favorite stocks, right? But we shorted the shit out of it first. Blue line to the orange line, faux show, bro, at the prior. Uh-oh, you're going to stay short when you see that? No, you're going to cover, and you're going to go long for when it rebounds and rips everybody's heads off, because now we're long the stock. Oh, you were short the Qs, weren't you? You came in hot today, Kenny. Short and shit. Oh, we were. And we shorted the shit out of the Qs, and we crushed it, and then it faux show broed. You know not to stay short something when they faux show bro and break the VWAP. No, you cover and went long. We're long the Qs, right? Should I go on? That Goldman Sachs, Kenny. Oh, man, you told us to look for it as a buy this morning, Kenny, and it was going down. Good. Good that it was going down, because we were looking for it to break 750, because stocks that are near 750 tend to go to 750. And then we said, hey, if it faux show bros under the 750 and then breaks back above it, we're buying it. And then it gets confirmed by the VWAP, and we bought Goldman Sachs, and we're all up 17 points on the trade. How you doing? How about JP Morgan? How about JP Morgan? Faux show, bro. Blue line break to the orange line. Blue line to the orange line. The market is rigged. I personally have the rigging. 79 trades today, all profits. 1 day. In 1 day. Should I keep going? I will. JP Morgan. First it was a short. Didn't take the short because I missed it. Faux show, bro. VWAP break to the orange line. Winner. JP Morgan long. Goldman Sachs long. Citibank. Trade was chopping around, pissing us off. Didn't break down. Didn't want to break down. Didn't want to break down. Next thing you know, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Buy it. You got paid. That's another one. How about Johnson & Johnson? Why are we trading Johnson & Johnson today? They reported earnings. Finger of God. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal for the win. Should I keep going? Sure. STI. STI from yesterday, right? STI from yesterday. Pulls back. Faux show bros at prior day VWAP. Breaks back over the VWAP. Rips. Winning. TMQ. Same exact thing. USAR. UUU. We even shorted Rigatoni today. What? You got in the way of these stocks? Certainly did, because it was a 1 minute to the multi-day. And then we covered, and some of this went long, but then you got a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal again, and yet still it comes back because this stock's going to 190, and there's nothing you could do about it. But you could short these names when you have VWAP and you have me in your corner. You'll know exactly when to short it, and without any debate. We're not here to debate with the market. It never wants to go down. It may never go down and stay down for the rest of our lives. You have to accept that, as much as I don't want to. But every day, the market reminds me, you're a schmuck for thinking we're going down. I'll give you 7 minutes. I'll give you 15 minutes tops. Sounds like my sex life. I'll give you 7 minutes. Make the best of it. And we certainly did. And then we're so damn savvy because we understand that this market doesn't want to go down. So not only do we short for those 7 minutes, but then we cover and go long and shove it right down their throats again. So in the same day that you're short USAR out of the gate, we also went long. 2 shorts, 1 long. You. Shorted the shit out of it. Covered, went long, bang, cash, out of it now, right? STI, same thing. TMQ, same thing. And by the way, I told you TMQ, right? Trilogy, metals, seriously? And this thing's not up at least 300% with the word trilogy in it? Here's another one for you. NUAI. You guys remember that from last week? Of course you do. Of course you remember this one from last week. It has an AI in it. It's a new AI stock. Remember this one? It was a running joke. And then it faux show bros breaks over the VWAP. 265's got you 350. Winning. 79 trades showed up. 79 winners today. 79 trades showed up. 79 winners today. 79 trades showed up. 79 winners today. My name's Kenny Glick. This is just an average day. It's all right. You guys take a sedative, all right? Because now I'm going to go over those 79 trades with you. Ready? That was only 9 of them, right? I got 70 more to show you. A lot of it was the same stock. Obviously, the Qs, some options. Then we had the TMQ options, making about 70% on that one. Should I keep going? Should I keep going? I will. Hang on a second. If you are in the sound of my voice right now, you're lucky. You're listening to the greatest trader. And the reason I'm this great is because I have admitted about 7 or 8 years ago that I have no idea what I'm fucking talking about. And it's a great thing because I now obey the market. There isn't a debate, right? I came in hot this morning looking at short stuff. But I'm not shorting stuff in a market that never goes down unless the confirmation is there. And oh boy, did we get some confirmations. And when I say you had to be there to believe it, some of these trades, you had to be there to believe it. Don't believe me. Come to the room. See what this is all about. Choose which one you want to choose. You can't possibly be in all these trades at the same time. And to that point, here's my offer. I'm looking for three lucky people that are going to sit in this chat room. You're going to put some skin in the game because there's no way I'm giving people money anymore, because every person I've tried this with has turned out to be some deranged lunatic. And you've heard all my stories. I wish those stories weren't true. But this trade is so damn specific. And it's so specific. And we have specific names that we're watching. But I can only do one thing or two things at the same time. I'm short UUU and USAR. That's what I'm doing. Right? So then that's what I'm doing. I'm short the Qs, I'm short USAR, I'm short UUU, I'm short rigatoni a little bit, and my head was going to explode. And then what I want you to do is you stay focused on the other names like TMQ and STI and the Goldman Sachs and the Johnson & Johnson. And instead of debating with what the market's doing, I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to do. If Johnson & Johnson breaks the 1 minute and the multi-day, short it and buy at the money puts. Could you handle that this morning? That would have been your instructions. If Johnson & Johnson breaks today's VWAP and prior day VWAP, buy the puts at the money closest to expiration. Do you understand the words that I'm saying? If you do, then you qualify. Right? So do you know order entry? Do you know platforms? Do you know stock market vernacular? Do you have $5,000 to put up? Do you have $1,000 for your entry fee? It's $1,000 to start, $5,000 buffer zone, and I will give you a $50,000 account to trade. And we'll all live happily ever after, and I won't be missing any more trades. And if you put any trades in my account that aren't on the list, that haven't done exactly what I told you they were going to do, you're fired. And you lose all your money. You have zero wiggle room. Because I will tell you specifically what to do. If you do anything else, that'll be the last you're ever in our presence. You will be asked to leave and excommunicated from the industry. This can be done, people. If I'm telling you I want to be in Goldman Sachs at 750 with a 745, 7452 stop, and you're not in it when it breaks VWAP, this would be your last day here. If you didn't make these 17 points in my account, or at least 8 of the 17, we'd be having a problem right now. And that's all I want. I want you to trade these trades. They work every single time. Every time. And the only problem I have is that I can only do 2 or 3 of them because I'm only just one person. So you really want to take this serious, contact me, kennyglick@aol.com. Contact me, and then we're gonna interview you live in front of all the other maniacs. And if you can take that pressure, you know order entry. I'm not going to teach you how to send orders. And I say you need to offer out the stock at 22.63. You got to know what that means. Offer out 22.63, raise stop to 21.75. You got to know what that means, and you got to be able to react. Cover on the way down, 37.50, raise lower stop to 38, look to bid 35. You have to know what that means. You have to know what that means. Do you know what that means? Then apply. If you don't know what that means, I could teach you, but you can't work for me. I could teach you. Inevitably, maybe you could work for me. But right now, I need people that know exactly what I'm talking about and are ready to rock right now, because earnings season is ripping, roaring already. We're 6-6. The new streak has begun. We haven't had a loss yet, right? KMX, Delta Airlines, the Nike, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Johnson & Johnson. What's up? What's up? What's up? You can't take a trade that works every single time? What's up? What are you going to do? So if you're not taking a trade that works every single time, what are you doing? So if you're not taking a trade that works every time, you're saying to yourself, you know what, that trade works every time, but I'm going to go do this over here. That might work 50-50. I'm not sure. Maybe I should do the one that works every time. Nah, fuck that trade. I'm going to do this one that might work 20% of the time. Oh, this is a great idea. Oh, my cousin told me to buy this stock. Or take the trades that work every time. How about that? How about that? And just focus on that. How about that? Could you do that for me? Could you? Could you? How about that Wells Fargo trade? You want to keep this count going, right? Hey, that Wells Fargo. Remember that trade? Way back about an hour ago, we were shorting the shit out of this thing. You know why? Breaks the VWAP, rolls over, and goes lower. And we're expecting it to go to the orange line. Okay, it didn't go to the orange line. I know. But then it showed broke and broke VWAP. You see? You're going to stay short when the number one chart pattern to go long shows up. You're going to stay short because you were short. No, the trade's over, Johnny. It's over. It's over. And you join the winning team. That's trading, people. We talked about that with Straza this morning, and we talked about with JC, that U-turn. For us, it's easy because we're in the moment. We're living in the moment. Tick by tick. We're living minute to minute. It's not like you're adjusting your entire portfolio here. Press the button again. Boom. Difficult, right? Difficult. Cover and go long, people. That's. And if you're not long STI, I'm gonna rip your fucking heads off. Let's go, people. STI. We waited all morning, and then it faux show bros at prior day VWAP, and you're not in this stock. You're looking at me. I know I'm pretty, but it's better to make money. $79 trades today, people. One day. 79 trades. 79. I'll keep going. You want to see some more of them? Okay. I'll show you more. Ready? Well, it was TMQ was about 7 of them. SDI was about 6 of them, right? We're still long SDI because it went green. Me and Linda are all pissed off now because we sold some at 20. We sold some at 21.63, patting ourselves on the back, right? So why are we selling on the way up? Because we don't know where it's going. So you sell some here and here, right? And now, where do you think it's going? Pre-market highs. But now we're in the driver's seat because we sold 80% of the position already. Now we're in the last 20%, otherwise known as the fuck you lot. Why we call it that?
Well, you're very aggressive, Teddy, with your language.
Yeah. This is the fuck you lot. You don't give a fuck about it. Who cares? Goes to 26, fantastic. We get stopped out at 22, great. We don't give a shit now. We already made money on this trade. We're locking it up, people. We're locking it up. Just like that Goldman Sachs. Got stopped out on the way down. Who cares? What the hell you want? Oh, this is important, actually. All of it. I want all of that, baby. I'll be free at 2:45 today. How about you? The money man. The money man that's going to change our lives, friends. That guy. That guy's going to change all of our lives. Because if you don't know, I'm putting out my own token. I'm putting out my own coin. And we're doing it the right way. I was going to say professional. Well, as professional as you can be in the crypto pyramid scam industry that it is. But we're doing it the right way. We're giving it intrinsic value. It's going to be awesome. Limited supply, massive demand. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to take over Doggy Coin. That's our goal. Right? Okay. Here I come. It has to be online. I'm trucked to my house. I'm going to parameters. Sing it. Anyway, Gary Newman, anybody? Gary Newman? Yeah. You know that album's worth a lot of money. I have it on vinyl. So what the hell are we talking about now? What are we going to talk about now? Want to see the other 79 trades that worked? Oh, I'll give them to you. Here, you ready? You guys know about V-Wave? You should, right? Consolidating, ready to lift off. When this thing breaks all-time highs, what's going to happen? It's going to become ASTS. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You guys are in the stock with me already. I've been talking about it for weeks, if not a month, right? And what have we been doing? We've been consolidating. And then they faux showed it underneath the lifetime VWAP. So we bought more. Now we are on the verge of a possible breakout. And if you haven't read the bylaws of 2025, stock break all-time high, stock has to go up 300%. So my target for the stock is, well, you're supposed to multiply by 10 off recent lows. So $20.60. I'll take $20.60. But realistically, in 2025, every stock that broke all-time highs has doubled within 4 days, which is ridiculous, but that's the market we're in, Johnny. That's the market we're in. You're going to run every stock up 100% when you break all-time highs? I'm just going to assume that this fucker is about to go to $30 then. And if you're in it with me, the December $10 calls are dirt cheap. Like I said back when we bought it a month and a half ago. And now we bought some more at 60 and 70 and 85 and 90. We are so close to a possible breakout. So that's one of our trades. That's one of the 79s. But let me show you why we bought it today. How about a faux show, bro? 1 minute multi-day VWAP collision right there. Bang, cash. That's all you need. Low volume? Yeah. But you know what? I like the stock enough to take it serious. 1 minute multi-day VWAP collision. I'm a buyer, right? Okay, cool. You know how much I hate this stock now, right? SRAD, I own it, but then it does the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Buy it, right? Buy it, and you're getting paid, right? I showed you the Wells Fargo already. You guys are still long. I'd be putting some stops on these by now. The pivot points are your stops. You guys love this open trade, right? Right? You know, the stock we haven't not traded the stock in over 6 months because every day, even on the down days, it faux show bros and you get paid. Faux show bro and you get paid. Blue line to the orange line. The market's rigged. You see what I'm saying here, people? You understand? If today was your first day here, give me an amen. Who's coming to Vegas with me? It's going to be a revival. Can I get an amen from the man in the back? Can I get an amen? Ladies and gentlemen, come to me. Let me cure you of your technical analysis ways. Sir, from the audience, come up here. I heard that you are a believer in stochastics. Demon, be gone. VWAP is all you need. Lady from the back. Wait, I'm feeling you believe in the 20 EMA. Blasphemy! Blasphemy! VWAP! Demon be gone! And we're gonna have the greatest time in Vegas. I'm gonna be on a VWAP conversion tour. I'm gonna show off all my tattoos. Wait till you see all my tats. It's gonna be sick, people. And then we're gonna go out drinking and doing karaoke, and we're never coming home. It's gonna be a 3-day VWAP symposium dance party. Vegas. Be there. February 23rd, 24th, and the 25th. Tables are already reserved at the karaoke place. Let's go. Because if you just had the day that we just had, your trip is paid for tenfold. You got money to gamble with, and you got money to buy your wife something when she starts complaining that you're going to Vegas with your crazy friend Kenny. Woo! Let's fucking party, people. You want to party like it's 1999? This is it. Resurrect the ghost of freaking Prince and dance the night away. Some bar in Vegas. Come on. I'll bring you some local bars. I have friends in Vegas. The local bars, man. That's where the real parties are. You ever been to the Tiki Bar in Vegas? Little place off the side of the road? Yeah. No idea what I'm talking about now, right? $79 trades, homies. So let me talk to you about what I want to do here, right? So out of those 79 trades, how many trades does this schmuck take? About 7. Because I'm only one person. I can't be doing all this at once. I need a team of 3. Me, I'm in charge. 3 hardcore traders that know order entry, stock market vernacular, and you've got no delusions about what you think. I don't care what you think. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. You're going to have your parameters, and you're going to work my orders so that I can get the hell off the desk. And I feel confident that you guys are managing my positions correctly. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice communication. We're going to get you an account. You'll have a microphone if you want to get on mic. I'm in. Got the Goldman Sachs calls. I'm in. 420. What do you want me to do? Offer out 2 contracts, 750, raise stop at 5. And we're working. We're working like the old days. We're working. 3 of us. 4 tops. 4 tops, get it? We're working. And by the way, this STI, look at it. You think it went to a whole number? Coincidentally? You maniacs, right? Just a coincidence that it went to exactly one specific price to the penny. See, that's what we call the rigging. That's the rigging. And Linda, did we just get stopped out? Because where we sell, we usually put stops. Linda, we got stopped out at 22.63 on the way back down. Oh, no, 21.63 is our stop. All right, so we're still in this thing. Now, Biff. Now you raise your stop. You see how it just told us what to do. Candlestick down, little capitulation, just held it. New stop, Linda, is the bottom of that candle, 22.10. Raise it. You see what we're doing here? That's what we want to do. So as things are happening, I will tell you what to do, and then you do it. And what we're going to do next is we're going to throw you in front of the mob. So know your vernacular. You better know some platforms. You better understand offering out, bidding in, offering out, raising stop, trailing stop, bidding in, raise your stop, execution, raise your stop. It's just, you're going to be a machine. And the only way to beat the machine is to be the machine. And I'm going to teach you how to be a machine. And the machine doesn't think. The machine does things. That's the difference. Well, I figured. Nope. Man, you're fired. There's no figuring. Is the stock doing something? Yes. Then you do something. Well, I figured it was going to keep going. Oh, there you went figuring again, and you're fired. Even if you use that phrase in front of me, you're fired. Don't ever figure anything. The last 8 people that figured, they're broke now. Don't figure. Now, I'm serious. There's no figuring, right? Oh, well, I sold the rest of it at 22 because I figured it was going to go down. Oh, is that you figuring? Now you just cost me $1,000. You're fired. You see, that's you figuring right there. Well, I figured it was going to break down, so I sold the whole thing. Oh, even though the stop's at 21.63, you decided to figure and sell it, right? Oh, then it popped $1.50 without us, and you're fired. See, there you go. That's what figuring gets you. Right? You have to let the stock do the thing that you think might happen. Until it does, you stay in. See? Oh, I figured. Did you? Oh, well, you figured out how to get me out of a trade that's about to win me some more money. Is that what you're figuring there? By the way, you could figure this, sell some now if you haven't sold any. Figure that. Figure that. Here, go on the offer right now. You know what I'm talking about? Now go on the offer. There you go. Somebody listen to me. Go on the offer at 23 and a quarter. All right, somebody just jumped in front of us, 23.24. Stop jumping in front of me. Go on the offer, 23.20. Yeah, jump in front of that guy. 24, sold. There you go. Sold on the offer. There you go. See, that's how you trade. So now that you sold, now what do you do, Linda? We sold another 50 shares or 100 shares. Now raise your stop. Lock it up, right? Now the 2163 doesn't exist. Cancel. Cancel 2163. We're locking it up. The lowest stop we have now is 2210. And now you can lock it up and put 2250 at. On, again, even if you have 3 shares, put 2 here, 1 there. Practice selling in increments always. Even if you have 1 share. Well, 1 share, you can't sell fractional shares. But you see, that's what figuring gets you, right? The figuring guy dumped the whole position there at 22 and just missed out on $1.20. Linda and I are navigating this trade. We ain't figuring shit. Right? And going back to this whole commentary thing, right? Commentary. The guy that heard me commenting this morning probably thinks I'm still short all these stocks, right? Don't you, schmuck? Right? Oh, man, this guy was really passionate this morning about shorting this UUU. He must be getting his ass kicked. Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked when it did this. Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked as I shoved it down your throat. Then I covered and went long. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of all these trades. Yeah, right. I trade VWAP. And I crush the market because I understand that it's not me. It's not what I think. I came in passionate about looking to short the quantums, the metals, and the uranium stocks. Did it work? Yes. Past tense. We annihilated everything. Annihilated these trades. And you couldn't have heard, if you haven't heard the giddy, my giddy voice, I was a little bit giddy on that trade, on these trades. Then you had NVTS, right? NVTS. I haven't even mentioned it yet, right? Shoving it down your throat, right? But you understand that the stock's getting taken over by NVIDIA. You're not going to stay short. So you're one faux show bro away from covering and going long. By the way, that was part of the 79 trades. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody questions? So Vegas, yeah, if you're into the Vegas, join our group for Vegas. It is, and hopefully I get to perform on Tuesday, the 24th. If it's the 25th, I might be a little sluggish, but I'll still do my thing. I'm trying to get in there the 23rd, we're flying in, going out to dinner, keeping it casual, take a Xanax, maybe Zoom, go back to sleep. Because Tuesday we're going out and we're staying out for 24 straight hours. So get ready. Take your nap, get your Adderall ready, whatever you need, a couple of uppers, whatever your favorite stimulant is. I like espresso martinis. And then we're going to party. I'm going to do a 30-minute revival on the main stage where I'm going to dress up as the Jesus Christ of Wall Street. It's going to be a hoot. And then I'm going to do a 45-minute get to know VWAP and how VWAP saved my life. I'm going to talk about, the main trade. And then we're going to party. And that's my story. And if you're in the banks right now, hello. I got stopped out of Goldman Sachs. So what am I supposed to do about it? I probably should buy it back. Why did I get stopped out? Because when I sell levels where I sell become my new stops, and they got me out. And for a second, I was feeling pretty good about getting stopped out, and now I feel like I'm missing out. Do I buy it back? Probably not. Doesn't mean you can't. And let me ask you a question. Seriously. Did anybody just buy TMQ yesterday because I said it? Remember, I was just talking about, hey, what happened to TMQ? Why is this one not exploding to the upside when everybody else is? It's just a matter of time. And that time was the next day. Because right now, the stock market, everybody with the word metal, I mean, I don't care if you're a sandbox, and that was the joke this morning. Companies that make sandboxes for kids, if they just change the name of their company to Rare Sandbox, their stock will go 100x right now. And that's the market we're in. We're still in it. Nothing changed because I came out aggressively shorting this morning. I still know shorting is short-lived and they're going to die, not me. Right? So, I mean, look at this day. It just keeps evolving, right? Let's say you were looking for a reason to buy Goldman Sachs. It pulls back to the VWAP and then pivots. That's the VWAPian group probably buying it right there. Faux show, buy the bro, and use the VWAP and those retracement levels as your outs. Very nice. And now you're getting paid again. Look at Wells Fargo, right? Came back, consolidated, breakout. Citibank, perfect. Citibank pulls back, tags the VWAP as if to say, let's kick that last guy out. That figures it's going to go lower. They go back to VWAP, it holds, comes right back, and you got yourself a new trade. So when I say 79 trades, these trades keep evolving throughout the day, right? You just don't even know which one's next. It could be figure. Speaking of figuring, right? Who doesn't love this stock, right? I bought the IPO, sold the IPO, and the stock's been pretty good ever since. Little faux show broing. This is a lifetime VWAP. The stock has been pretty good to trade. By the way, Gemmy finally did break 2250. His stock's going to zero. So much for the Winklevoss brothers and their IPO. Garbage. So give me some stocks to look at. I'll show you that, again, my focus list is the list that you want to focus on, right? Because I know which stocks are the hottest, which ones have the most volume, which ones are breaking out, and earnings reports. And that's why I'm hiring. Think about what I just said. How many trades that is right there, right? Quantum, space rockets, robots, quantum AI chips, nuclear, and the metals. In that list right there, that's about 700 different stocks, right? So kind of hard to stay focused. I give you the focus list. And then, of course, it's very easy to stay focused on earnings because they're in the news every morning, right? Who reported earnings? That's the ones we're trading. And now I feel silly about being not long Goldman Sachs. But what are you going to do? VWAP, question mark, yes. What would you like to know? Volume weighted average price? The institutional language of love? The algorithmic, I should say, language of love of the institutions. Micro gold stocks, I don't know. I don't buy gold. I buy AGQ, silver leveraged ETF, which last night finally sold. Anybody in AGQ? 50 got us 90. I guess you should sell some, right? If you guys are in AQMS, there you go. Now you're talking. That was one of the 79 trades today. AQMS. Now you're talking. Why AQMS? Why AQMS? Read what this gentleman or lady or somebody said. Right. Aqua Metals. AQMS, right? What did I say? You want to look for the dirtiest, disgusting, awful looking chart, and those are the ones that are going to explode next. Because the fad is First, you get the kings, like MP. I guess we'd say that's the king of the rare earths, right? And then you went to the lower ones. When I was talking about, remember when I introduced you to USAR and I said, here's the joke of 2025. This is a rare earth stock that's named USA, rare earth. How is the stock not about to explode to the upside? And voila. Speaking of exploding to the upside, I hope you weren't figuring to sell the rest of your STI, right? How'd that figuring work out for you, right? Oh, you figured, right? Well, you figured it was going to go down lower. Oh, then it didn't. By the way, Goldman Sachs about to get to the orange line. I can't believe it's doing it without me, but this is why I'm hiring. See, my assistant, this is where you would have got a bonus today. This is where you would, if you would have bought the Goldman Sachs back after me getting stopped out and you bought it back, not only would you get to live one more day, but you would get a bonus because you rock, because you did the trade that needed to be done. Wonderful. And if you missed the first move, this second move ain't too shabby. And by the way, the premise this morning was Goldman Sachs is down. I've never ever seen Goldman Sachs report earnings that it's been gapped down without at least one rally. That was our idea. That was our thinking. And for a while there, we were like, all right, cool. Let's wait for it to hit 750. All right, 750. It held it. I wasn't excited yet. I wanted to see it tested. It tested and lost. But then that's where the faux show bro happens. Once it broke the 750, came back, then broke VWAP. Faux show bro, under VWAP, buy the VWAP break, look to it to retrace back to the orange line. Beautiful trade, got stopped out. Second move now is following up on the first move. Very nice. What was my point? I don't think I had a point. Oh, yeah, I had a point. Goldman Sachs notoriously rallies when it's gapped down. And I said, if Goldman Sachs doesn't put up a fight today, then we're in a bear market. Because I'm looking for reasons to want to go short aggressively. Because every reason that I've ever found to aggressively short has shown up this year, and none of it has panned out. Not once. Except for the Apple earnings reversal day. Right? And that was way back last quarter. And what did the market do after that? It went up every day. So even though we got a blow off top earnings reversal on Apple last quarter, which is the most bearish thing a stock could possibly do on one of the number one stocks on the planet. And by the way, blue line, orange line, congratulations if you're in the Goldman Sachs. Second trade. It's not me, homies. It's not me, home slice. It's not me. It's not me. But Goldman Sachs doing this thing, as I was trying to get this point out, was if Goldman Sachs didn't rally at least a little bit today, that's an indictment on the entire market. But Blanche, look now. Goldman Sachs is rallying. Bull market still intact, sadly. Because I told you, I'm looking for reasons to short, and I'm looking for reasons to punch all of these stocks in the face because I'm sick of it. This is my true nature. I am the bear. I hate when stocks go up 19,000% without pullbacks. Kill me. I think it's ridiculous that these were 40-cent stocks trading at $80 now without any kind of a retracement. Give me a fucking break, right? Enough. But that attitude, that's how I lose money. So now I can take that attitude and shove it until I get confirmation of a VWAP break. And what Goldman Sachs is doing for me, it's telling me, first of all, I'm a schmuck because I didn't buy it back. Secondly, it's also telling me the market's fine. The market's fine. We are so fine. We're so good. And we probably won't even close green today. Because Goldman Sachs just proved it. Right? Down here, you're thinking, oh man, is this really going to be one of those days where Goldman Sachs stays down the whole day? Yeah, that's a bad indictment on the entire health of the market. And no. And no. And no.
So if you want to be bearish, and I love being bearish because it keeps me focused, right? Because I know I'm doing something wrong. Being bearish, first of all, it's wrong. You're wrong, right? To the guy that I keep telling you, the market never goes down. Remember when you started hounding me in 2003 when I started that whole talk? 2003. Remember 2003, shock and awe. My son was born. Market never goes down. That's where the mantra began. And then again, the mantras began when I was born in 1971 because my father said to me, son, the market never goes down. And I didn't even understand English at the time, but he told me. He said, one day, son, you're going to understand. And then I'm going to show you this mutual fund that I bought you because the market never goes down. It's called dollar cost averaging, son. Ah, right? I didn't have a mobile. I had pictures of stocks reaching for them. So, anybody notice the market's not going down? Right? You want to be a delusional shorter or a shorter that actually makes money? If you choose wisely, you hang with me and I will show you when there's opportunities to short. You're going to be all aggressive. You want to be that guy or that person to short this market when everybody's feeling bullish. All right, cool. First of all, you're wrong. Don't be that person. Second of all, if you really, really want to be that person, you got to hang with me because I'll show you the 7 minutes. I'll show you the 7 minutes of opportunity that you have to be a shorter in this market. And like I said, those 7 minutes this morning was awesome. Those 7 minutes were ridiculous. And those 7 minutes, it's over. It's over. Right? That's why the faux show, bro, look at it. You think this is a coincidence? What's happening here? It's the same trade every day. You want to debate? You want to debate with what? Debate with who? Don't you see this move every single day? There's a reason the market goes down more first, then goes up. It's trying to screw you, right? But now you've got me there to remind you, nah. You want to be a shorter up here. You want to be covering down here. And then right there, it's over, Johnny. It's over. You're not here to debate with the VWAP. The VWAP knows. Nobody knows more than VWAP. Nobody. I am just the best at it now because I've been a victim to this trade. No, man, this market's definitely going down today. No, it's not. Because it broke back over VWAP. It's going to go higher, and it's going to go to the orange line. Get the hell out of its way. And if I would have been trading this well, if I had VWAP and I took it this serious, what I did to my life for 3 years never would have happened. Never would have let this shit happen to me. And that's why this trade means something to me. That's why I'm so passionate about it every day. Because I've been a victim to this trade my whole life. Fuck this shit now. Now I'm victimizing people because shorting is short-lived and they're going to die, not us. No more. You could crush for 7 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, however long it is, every day this market faux show bros and crushes the shorts, destroys you, takes all your money, not us. Not us. Not ever again. We cover and we go long now because we get it. Or do you get it? Or do you get it? And that's why we do it live. Nobody in their right mind would believe that we were short this morning, covered and went long. You got no reason to believe it. But it happened and we did it. And we're still long STI, right in their faces. Because we don't figure, right? We don't figure. Oh, I figured it was going to go down. Blah, 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 blah. No, there's no figuring. Did it break down? If the answer is yes, then you sell. Did it break down? If the answer is no, you're still in it. Ripping. every stock to 1,000. Right? What do you think just happened? Why do you think the market's ripping higher right now? Ooh, because there's some algorithm. No, because the people, they were shorting. They were shorting down here, and now they're running for cover. These morons were shorting here. Oh, we're definitely going to go test Friday's lows now. Sure we are. Sure we are. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're going to go test those lows any day now. Said nobody, except those victims down there. When this thing was at 590 this morning, I'm sure they were thinking, oh, man, we're definitely going down. Good. Good. Keep being a victim. Keep being a victim to the bear market, for the bull market that never ends. Keep being a victim. Or don't be a victim. Stay frosty. This is my game face. I'm always angry. I chill out later when I smoke weed and watch awful sports, which doesn't chill me out anymore either. Nothing chills me out except for Xanax. But my friends, if you are not trading with the attitude that I have, you will lose. You got to stay angry. You got to stay frosty. You're in a fight. You're in a fight for your life right now. And you're taking other people's money and laughing at them and ridiculing them. They should be ridiculed. They should be stomped. This is a fight, people. You want to go into a fight with a smile on your face? No, you come in fucking pissed. You come in ready to run through a wall. And you stay frosty. Stay pissed off and angry. This is an arena. We're fucking gladiators, man. We're stomping on people's dreams. Morons. We're taking their money. They don't deserve it. A fool and their money is lucky to come together in the first place. You got yourself a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal going on Goldman Sachs. These schmucks are probably reading about the news. Well, the Goldman Sachs earnings quarter was kind of... Was it? Was it disappointing? Who gives a shit? VWAP break. Buy it. Market's going green, people, across the board. We're never going down. Generational lows. Friday. Man, Kenny, you were pretty passionate about shorting things. I know. I was this morning. And it's over now. Q600. You think I'm still short? What are you, mad? What are you, insane? Oh, you said you were going to... Well, you said you were going short at the open again. I know, and I did. Do you understand now? Do you? Do you understand now? Almost every day we're on both sides. How many times have you traded open over the last 6 months? 1,000 times? Right? We've been on both sides of that stock almost every day because it's shortable. Right? USAR short. You're going to tell me it wasn't a great short? Wee! Covering me and Linda, crushing 37.50, covering 35. We're thinking 32.50 here, and then we get stopped out at 35. And then what happens? If faux show bros and we go long. If you're going to be sitting here all day, this is the most active, wonderful market. And let me tell you one more time. 1999 got nothing on 2025. When 20 years from now, no one's going to be talking about 1999. It's 2025. This is the year that changed lives. This is the year. This is the year where parabolic, absurdity, psychotic bull market came roaring back. This is it. Will it end badly? Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares? You give me 7 minutes to short and 6 hours to go long? Today's the day where you change your life. Today's the day where you change the game. Today's the day where you finally realize, holy shit, this trade does work every time. And if today was your first day here, now you get it. So go on the internet and spread the gospel, not of Kenny Glick. I am just a purveyor of the wisdom. The VWAP is the trade. I just know where to find it. I just know how to stay focused. I just know where the best trades are. The trade is the trade. It's the trade. It's mechanical. It's electric. Boogie, 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 boogie. Come on. I set you up for that one. All right, I'm going to drink of water. Let's go. Can I go for another hour? Because I got nowhere to be till my cryptocurrency call, which is going to be sick, people. Sick! Now, you're going to take some of this Goldman Sachs money and you're going to buy my token, right? We're going to run this thing 25 trillion%. And then I'm going to call Scaramucci to get involved, and then we'll dump it on Scaramucci. By the way, I can't tell if I'm angry, excited, or happy either. Yeah. You know why? Because I'm a sociopath. I don't even know what I'm feeling right now. Speaking of sociopaths, you guys watching that show Monster on yeah, I didn't realize this one guy, every horror film was created from what this dude did. You guys watching it? Monster, the Ed Gein story? Sick. What was I about to do? All right, hang on a second. So if you guys want to come to Vegas, February 23rd to 25th, be a good time. What you just witnessed, I'm going to do that live on stage. No shirt. Show my VWAP tattoo. It's going to be crazy. What the hell is it going to do? Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. I'm supposed to be somewhere in a minute or two. I don't know if I could stay here and do all this at once. But let's see. Okay, where's that feedback coming from? Hold on, don't say anything. Fa hi. No, check. Where's that coming from? Baba booey, baba booey. Fa hi. Baba booey. Where's that coming from? What the hell's going on? All right, just go live. I don't know where that feedback's coming from. Hold on a second. Yeah, I can't stop the feedback, so I don't fucking know. Hang on a second. I'm over here now. Can you hear me? Check. There you are. All right. All right. So let me see if I could keep the other thing going too. All right, so let's see. One microphone's on. I can't tell where this feedback's coming from. However long, man. You guys got me still? Check, right? You guys over at Raging Bull. You guys are the Raging Bullers, right? I don't even know who I'm talking to. I generally actually don't care. I just keep yelling. I'm assuming somebody hears me. I just keep going. I'll just keep talking until my head blows up, which is going to be fun. That's going to happen one day. Hopefully, we catch it on film. All right, let's go. Let me introduce myself. I want to introduce myself. All right, let me get my screen up. I got to redo the screen. Actually, go full. Let's go full screen right now. Hi, once again, right? Hey, see that hat? Thanks for the hat, by the way. And where did I get this hat? Vegas, Traders Expo. Got to be like 10 years ago. We're going back. So if you don't know, I have a lot of secret identities. I'm the Abraham of assets, the Barack of bread, the Cain of cash, the David of ducats, the Elijah of earnings, the Frank of funds. I'm also the Glick of gelt, for you Yiddish out there. Some call me Jefferson Crow. I love the Warlock because I do have a very surly, angry, violent side to me, kind of like Jekyll and Hyde, which came out today at the Open. I'll explain in a second. We're going to Vegas. If anybody's interested, February, we're going to take this show on the road. It's going to be a hoot. And yeah. So long story short, been trading my whole life. And I developed a trade that hasn't failed in 4 years now. And we started the streak in October about 4 years ago. And it's about 4 years later now. Not one trade has failed to give a profitable trade. Now, I'm going to qualify that one more time. I know you guys have heard this spiel before, right? I'm going to say it again. I've had losing trades over the last 4 years. As a matter of fact, I had my worst trade of my career in August of last year, still reeling and recovering from it. But the setup that I explained as a day trade that hasn't failed in 4 years, it showed up almost 79 times today. And how many of those trades worked out? All 79 of them. Really? Did I do 79 trades today all by myself? No. I did about 7 of those trades because I'm just a human being. And I came in hot this morning. And I came in super, super hot. Hot because I'm a bear trapped in a perpetual bull market. Hot that I just watched the stock that I sold out of the other day go up another 1,700% since I sold it. And, every once in a while it pisses me off. Now, listen, most bears are angry people because they've missed out on the bull market. Most bears are just looking at stocks and they're saying, these can't keep going up like this, not even knowing about what these companies are. And they're just mad because they see a stock that went from 5 to 50 without them, and they just assume it's a short position. Most bearish perspectives are just wrong because we're usually in a perpetual bull market. As my dad taught me in 1971, the market never goes down. And that mantra still plays today. So what do we do now, right? Each day. So each day I take 30 years of experience, even more. My first trade I put on in 91. And I was in the market since 84. So I'm not obviously saying I was a professional trader in 1984. I was only 13 years old, but I've been involved in the market since when I was 13. And I got introduced to mutual funds, and I used to go to the Fidelity shop. Yeah, that's what I did. I would go to Fidelity and hang out and just read through brochures and see what the mutual funds were holding. And then they would ask me to leave inevitably because I didn't want to go anywhere. Fast forward to what we do now, right? So, like I said, I'll try to keep this short. Between 2012 and 2015, I was in this mood right here. Screw this market. We've gone up every day. This government interaction is bullshit. Remember 2008, 2009, the government saved the market, which they shouldn't have. We should have let it crash. We should have wiped the banking system out. People should have went to jail. Morgan Stanley, all these companies should be at zero, and we should have restructured the banking system. We had our chance. We blew it. We just bailed them out. Nobody went to jail except for Martha Stewart, which was bullshit. And we should still be pissed. Go watch The Big Short. I watch it once a month just to rile me up. And you should also watch The Big Short and Too Big to Fail. Great movies. Anyway, so in 2012, I got to the point where I'm like, screw this market. It's gone up too much. I'm going to start fighting. And I started shorting. I was losing. Market wasn't going down. But I didn't want to hear it. Right? I didn't have VWAP in my life to tell me I was wrong every day. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. Shorting every day, getting crushed. Try to make some of that money back. Everything I was doing was wrong. Next thing you know, a year went by. I got to try to make some of this money back from shorting, right? So I kept shorting. I wasn't going to join the winning team. That'd be too smart, right? Shorting and shorting and shorting. Another year goes by. Awful. So as humans, what do, right? Why is Monday Night Football so popular? Because all the Sunday losers try to make their money back on Monday. And you lose more. That's what I was doing. I was Monday Night Football for 3 years. And then finally, I just like, whoa, you know what? I'm broke. What am I going to tell my wife? I wandered the streets of Manhattan. I saw every movie there was imaginable. It was a nice movie theater right in Wall Street. So I just went there, hung out all day, brought my lunch, just watched every movie, didn't do shit. And then I was like, all right, let me pull myself out of my misery. Scrounged up 30 grand. Yeah, I know people. Scrounged up 30 grand. Like it's easy. Scrounged up 30 grand, got back in the game. And I went back to the game of trading just reversals. What's a reversal? Well, a reversal is when a stock goes from green to red, which is good for a short. And of course, the market that we're in, 95% of the time, stocks go from red to green. Reversal. It's a visceral moment, right? The shorts, oh my God, they don't want to see their stock going green. So they cover it when it goes green. That's usually the last resort. You got long traders who just want to see their stock go green. Oh, look, it's going green. Let's buy more. And it's just a visceral moment in the stock's life. And all we did was here, for instance, on STI, $21.63. We would buy the stock when it broke 21. Well, back in the day, it was 21 5/8. I'm old. So we'd break 21 5/8. We'd buy it, offer out 22, rate stop, same old thing, right? Now, instead of waiting for the stock to go green, we're getting a heads up. We're getting a better entry on a trade that has been working pretty damn well for 35 years. Now we're getting not just a reason to possibly go short, because under the VWAP testing it, usually you revert or go back to, for you layman's, you go back to prior day VWAP. So what we've been witnessing for the last decade from using this exclusively is that when stocks retrace back to prior day VWAP and then chart pattern recognition meets VWAP, chart pattern recognition is the fake out, shake out moment where you're breaking new lows and then you come back. So if you faux show at prior day VWAP, ding, ding, that's your sign to buy, right? So when you have prior day VWAP and you have my script, you get this orange line on your chart. telling you where not only should you cover, but go long. But then if you don't realize that, let's go back to old school trading, right? Remember, we buy reversals, right? So let's say you don't have prior day VWAP. Imagine that orange line's not right there. This trade still works out pretty well because it's a faux show. See how it broke the low, then it came back, then it tested that spot? That's another reason to believe. Okay, if that doesn't float your boat, it gets to the VWAP, which is the high of the day. And that's where some sellers are, which is common. Gets back to the high of the day. The seller that was hoping, oh, please go back so I could sell some. Okay, cool. And now you're at VWAP. So now you got fake out, shake out, VWAP retrace, right? And now you've got what? VWAP shuffle, jiggle, new faux show, bro, under VWAP, VWAP break. Buy it. That's when I got in. I should have been buying it down here and here, but I got in right here because a faux show, bro, under the VWAP that has just held prior day VWAP that breaks over the VWAP 9 times out of 10. And on an earnings report, it's 100 out of 100. When you see this chart pattern under the VWAP and then it breaks VWAP, 100% of the time, the stock moves higher. Let me say that again. This is the trade that works every time. It shows up almost every day on every stock. You just got to be waiting for it. The faux show, VWAP break. Now, again, let me finish this thought right here. My former self would have waited to 2163 to buy the stock when it actually went green right over here. And you see how it popped when it went green? That was some new players get in. We're in from over here. So we're already in a trade that has been wildly successful for 35 years. And now you're getting a head start. And now this part is icing on the cake. And notice where it's been chopping around. It's holding the 2163 area, which is our last stop. So we're still in the name, but we've sold into this move. We're down to those last 15, 10% of the trade. This is the only trade I got live right now. Because it's not even letting me out. I want out, right? The last stop is the break even. And again, if you guys use tighter stops, maybe you're even done with this trade. Bottom line, phenomenal trade, right? But this is just one out of the 79 trades that we had today that screamed at us, here's an opportunity to buy with low risk and massive reward. And you're looking at the other one going by right now. So my friend who want to look at ASTS, I told you there was 79 trades. This was one of them. What's that look like? Exactly. Every other trade. You know why? Because the trade works. So let's review. ASTS. It was gap down. When it broke 90.50, that's the reversal. But you're getting in. There's a faux. There's the show. There's the VWAP break. You're not waiting for 90.50 anymore. You're buying faux show, bro, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal trades. So again, you're getting a head start on a trade that has been working phenomenally for over 30 years by just getting involved with VWAP and multiple time frame VWAP, otherwise known as anchored VWAP. I just have my algorithm and my script to anchor it automatically to the levels or the time frames that I have found to be the most beneficial. So it does all the work for you. And then you just have to remember, you're not here to debate with the VWAP. You lose, right? Your job is not to fight the VWAP. You become the VWAP. When you're a VWAPian, as we call ourselves, you're not fighting the market. You're not beating the market when you win. You are the market. And as the market ebbs and flows, I sound like the Bruce Lee speech now. Be Walter, my friends. Be the market. The market ebbs and it flows, and you ebb and flow with it, knowing that you're on the right side of this trade because you got yourself the faux show, bro, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. And then the stock resumes its course back to where it's going, which you all know ASTS is going to 120. Why are you so confident? Because I've never seen a stock do what ASTS has done over the last year and a half that hasn't gone to 120. So now I'm going to qualify this statement. Let me just say this one more time. I don't give a shit where ASTS goes. I don't care if you're in it. I don't care if it goes to 120. I'm not suggesting you buy it. It's just a comment. I don't give a shit about where it goes. If it doesn't go to 120, oh, you said it was going to 120. I don't care. I trade setups that work every time. I don't care where this stock goes anymore because we've already taken our profit. It could go to 120 and then tank 70 points tomorrow. I don't care. I don't own stocks. I own 3 stocks: V-Wave, SRAD, and Clove. What a wonderful portfolio. I don't swing trade. I don't do anything. Commentary is worthless. It's not about what I think, right? Right? Going back to the original commentary, it's not about what you think. It's not about what you think, and it's certainly not what you're figuring. Oh, I figured. Well, I figured the market was going to go down today because of blah, 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 the tariffs. Figuring don't work. You could figure, but don't trade that way. Figure, and then let the stock tell you what to do. Right? And that's trading. Because earlier, we figured that the Citibank wasn't going to work because it was chopping around. It sucked back and forth. What the hell's going on here? We're getting chopped up. But it didn't break down. I figured this was going to turn into a loss. I figured wrong. I assumed this was going to be a loss. You know what they say about assumptions, right? Don't trade on them. So thinking, figuring, all that shit don't work. None of it works. All right. So let's get this going. You've been looking at my face this whole time, right? What do you figure there? That's just one of our 79 trades for profitability today. Oh, you're looking at V-Wave now, are you? Yeah, you better be looking at V-Wave. Stock's about to go up 300%. Remember when I brought you USAR at 17 bucks and I said if it breaks 20, it's going to double? How'd that work out for us? Sure, there's a swing trade in there every once in a while. When, again, how are you not swing trading a market that never goes down, right? It's irresponsible not to have some swing trades on because everything's ripping, right? And by the way, if you guys are just joining us, I'll just keep bestowing knowledge bombs onto you, right? If you have a stock right now in your portfolio that doesn't have a green day once every 3 days, well, let me put it to you more bluntly. If your stock goes down 3 days in a row, your stock's a dick. Sell it. If your stock goes down 3 days in a row in this market, you're not part of the club. Dump it. Whatever it is. 3 days in a row in a market that never goes down, and you want to own that stock, be gone. Be gone. But if you're going to make money in this market, right, and you want to assume and figure and think, do me a favor. Get my charts. Get my charts and do what I did for 2012, 2013, 2014, and some of 2015. I was figuring a lot. How'd that work out for me? I gave back every penny I ever made, right? So this morning, I figured that the market was going to go down, and it did. Let's have this conversation one more time because I did a lot of figuring this morning. I came in all angry. I'm short and shit. I don't care what anybody tells me. Did I press the button? No, until my figuring and my thought process told me, hey, I'm right. VWAP break, pre-market low break. But then I get reminded every day that the market never goes down, right? So not only are we not short anymore, you're long. And you see how the market's accelerating to the upside right now? That's just the rest of the shorts realizing, oh, that's right, the market never goes down. Hey, so what was this morning? Manipulation, rigging. It's trying to go down. It artificially goes down to trap the shorts, get people to sell, and then everybody has to run, literally run for cover. And then all the people that got stopped out at lows, they're buying back. And then they're buying back. And now everybody that made their mistakes down there, where we're covering and going long, they're just getting long and we're selling it to them now. And that's how the whole circle jerk of trading works, right? We try to victimize as many people. And then when they're getting all giddy about shit, sell it to them, right? They're running for the exits here. And now they're getting all excited about buying here. Here, have some. There you go. Have all you want. And then you put your stop at 599.04 and 598.17. And you assume that the Qs are about to go up 17 to 27 points. And now you've won this trade and there's nothing anybody could do about it. Don't let it become a loss. But the reason there was 79 trades of profitability today is that every stock that we shorted this morning became longs. So all 16 or 17 of those trades became longs, and every one of those became multiple trades. So it doesn't have to be 79. And by the way, if you trade 79 individual names, you got some serious issues. That's a lot. These 79 trades have been around about 9 names, 12 actually. You trade 79 individual names, you got some fucking serious problems. Call me. Call me. I'll help you through it. Nobody should be trading that many random names. But if you just went back to the ones that worked, look at the Goldman Sachs, right? Phenomenal new entry. Citibank, probably the best of the best. And why is it turning out to be the best trade? Because fuckers like me were getting chopped up here and I was just all pissed off. Now they're angrily buying it. They want to make back what they were frustrated with. And you got yourself a 1-minute multi-day VWAP earnings reversal and a VWAP test. And once again, the trade has not failed in over 4 years. So listen, I'm going to cut you guys off. Anybody have any questions over there? I want to just go. I gotta do some other stuff. Yeah. Anybody? You guys. Just because look, I've showed you all my trades. Now let me see what you guys did. You got any trades that may or may not have worked? Let me show you what if I could have helped you out. Because that's what I do best, is tell you how wrong you are about everything. And if it's hard to take, then you're not going to make it as a trader, because this stuff saved my life. Not just my trading, because I'd be broke by now as a shorter. It doesn't work. It works for 7 minutes, 15 minutes, a couple of days tops. Microsoft, I'm assuming it was a faux show, bro. Of course it was. Look at this. First one you show me. And look how beautiful, algorithmic, and rigged it is, right? You got a $500 stock. It just happens to go to an exact whole number, holds it, breaks VWAP, blue line, and just coincidentally goes back to the orange line. Give me another one. CRML. That was the only one I didn't short this morning because I couldn't get a short off. Short, faux show, mini row, nothing really going on here, but you don't want to be short, right? Because you faux showed, you didn't bro. Now you got another faux show under VWAP. This could be the bro part. The last thing you want to be doing is shorten when you see the faux in the show under the VWAP. It's over. So if you're shorter, you best not be. And if you were thinking about buying it, it was at $28.31. And here, I'd be selling some. And by the way, NVTS turning around again, which was a look. I'm not going to even tell you I traded this stock. I fucking hate this stock now because every time I trade it, I lose money for some reason. But this one was one of the most rational, wonderful trades of 2025. And I wasn't even in it because I'm emotionally scarred by the stock. So I just let that one sit over there. I didn't do anything with it. And again, emotion creeps in. The stock just beats me every time I trade it. So you know what? The easy answer, I'm not trading it anymore. But it was one of the 79. And the reason this trade was so awesome is that rational thought was confirmed. Now, what's rational thought? Asking, it's a good question. Rational thought states that a stock that has good news, that has run into the news, is a sell the news opportunity. So this stock, obviously, I sold it down there because I'm a loser. And I can't believe I wound up selling the stock and then it exploded to the upside again. I have very bad luck with swing trades. That's why you'd rather me not be in your stock. Except for V-Wave. Let's go. So in this situation, right? This is why this trade is my favorite trade, not even take it, of 2025, right? I gotta leave you guys with this one, right? So not you, the other guys. So rational thought, stock rallied into the news, right? Because somebody knew the news, right? Somebody knew they were going to have some good news. That's why it did that before the news. Then the news came out. Usually when you rally into a big positive news story, that's why you see the market or the stock usually selling the news because somebody knows, just like earnings reports. Somebody knows the report's going to be good or bad. They position themselves ahead of it, and then we take advantage of those counter trend moves, such as NVTS, right? So the idea was to short it because it's a sell the news type of situation. Now, in this case, that's a good premise. I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but we ain't shorting stocks unless they break VWAP. And look what it did. Breaks VWAP, breaks that little pivot, and down she went. But then you remind yourself, shorting is short-lived and you're going to die. The stock probably is getting taken over by NVIDIA. It's probably going to $22. And no one in their right mind could possibly stay short stocks in 2025 for any extended period of time. It just doesn't work. So again, there's the default, right? You may not want to believe that, right? So maybe you don't. I don't want to believe that we're never going down ever again. I don't want to believe it. But every day the market says, no, you better. You better believe it, fucker. You better. And then VWAP says, you're not here to debate. You're not here to debate. Do the right thing. The fade worked, just like the other trades. We played a wonderful fade, and we got paid on everything. And then you take a big open hand, whoosh, slap your Christ to face, whoosh, slap yourself again. Whoosh, that's reality. And if you need to give yourself a big open hand slap, do it. Or put VWAP on your charts. Because VWAP is a big, fat, open hand slap knocking you the fuck out when you think you're going to be able to make money shorting this market for any extended period of time. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Really? Come here for a second. Let me give you another one. What were you thinking? And that's how you trade this market right now. You want to be a shorter? You want to be a hero? Well, do it when they... And by the way, my first trade of the day is now hitting new highs. My first trade of the day is now hitting new highs. You think I'm short anymore? The schmuck on the internet guy, oh man, this guy was talking about shorting these stocks this morning, man. He must be getting killed. Yeah, we're getting killed. Yeah, we're getting killed all the way to the bank. You tell me the short didn't work? You tell me this town ain't got no heart? You tell me the short didn't work? Oh, it did. I got the money in my bank now. And I covered it on the faux and the show, and then went long and got paid on a long trade until I got stopped out over here. So when I tell you this day is the greatest day in the history of trading, and you've got no reason to believe it, you still don't have any reason to believe it. 79 trades. You got to see it live, and you have to participate with it live. Because if today was your first day in my chat room, you would be saying, I'm coming to Vegas. I can't believe I haven't been doing these trades my whole life. I thought you were only this nut job on the internet. I thought that you didn't even know what you were talking about when I first met you. I never heard of VWAP. Right, all that stuff. And now you know. And now you know. And if today was your first day, raise your hand and say, this is the way. Because this is the only way. This is the only way. And going on now 13 years, the trade, it can't get any better. If you haven't heard me say this, it works every single time. I'm not here to debate. Join the website. Join the website. Be a part of what we're doing. Come see this algorithmic awesomeness. Meet my friend Soligello. He will tweak your charts to the point where you'll be able to see the future. And if you're a shorter in this market and you're trying to trade without VWAP, there you have no chance. You have zero chance of success. Because if you're not covering and going long, almost look at this freaking trade. We were short the Qs down to 592.50, covered 592.50, went long, got paid up to the 595.78. I'm not long anymore, but it ain't me, friends. But you want to be me. And not in those weird ways that you just thought. You want to be me to the point where you understand that you are now, you're not a victim, right? But you are a slave to this trade. You're not here to debate with this trade. You will lose. And if you lose the debate with VWAP, you're going to blow yourself up. Right? So if today was your first day into the hit the bid arena, you understand everything that I've been yapping about now for the last 15 years. We're warriors. We're gladiators. Staying frosty, being angry, staying focused, right? And I bet you figured we were going to get stopped out of that STI, didn't you? Oh, you thought we were going to get stopped out. But you see, me and Linda, right, our stop is at 2163. Did it go to 2163? Did it? Oh, you figured it was about to break down, didn't you? Just like you figured the market was going to stay red today, didn't you? See, that's where I'm different, because I've learned now, stop being a victim. Stop trading the way you used to trade. It doesn't work. There's no thinking. There's no figuring. There's if and then. If, then. You are a machine. It's not about the stocks. It could be BTU, a coal company, or ASTS, or some bullshit drone company that doesn't even have drones, which 90% of these stocks are completely fucking fraudulent. And you think these stocks, none of these stocks deserve none of these things are valued right. There is no way to value the market anymore. That's why if you're going to survive, you just become the market and just let everything else fall away. There's no difference between a coal stock, metal, nuclear, quantum, AI. They're all the same. It's just letters and numbers that are programmed to do certain things. And friends, I give you now permission to sell your STI. Thank you. My name is Kenny Glick. All we do is win. That's now 80 trades today, all for profits. That's 80 trades, 80 individual trades. And you just witnessed everything that I just explained. And where was our sells, Linda? Where was our sell? 26.30. Where did the stock just go to, Linda? 26.30. I know. I'm amazed every day, and I've been doing this my whole life. I know. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't have to. Stocks go back to the exact prices because the market is pre-programmed. Do you get it now? Do you understand? Faux show bro gets you in. Price action keeps you in. Stops at exact prices keeps you in the trade. Q's about to go green. Market never goes down. You see how it all comes together? Market never goes down. Oh, but it went down on Friday. Oh, it was down this morning. I know. I was there. And I was short. So when I say the market never goes down, voila. Right? I bet you about an hour and a half ago, schmuck on the internet guy, he's like, oh, but he said the market never goes down. Now it's going down. Yeah. And we made money. And then I said, you know what? The market never goes down. Let's cover and go long. And then we made money on the upside too, because that's what we do. I don't know what you do, but this is what we do. We trade, and we trade what we see. And if anybody's short the Qs right now, you got some mental problems. Seriously. Generational lows, whether or not Friday was generational lows, which you got to start factoring in. And we just tested. This is a 10-point bounce now on the Qs. You think you're going to stay short this market? And now we've got to the top of the anomaly candle. Thank you. My day is over now. Everything I proved is right there. So this morning, we had an anomaly candle called Fat Finger Freddy, and it spiked up to that print. And we said, all right, looks like the market's going to rally today. It's probably going to go to this print because the market's pre-programmed. And every once in a while, it slips and tells you exactly where it's going to go. And now you can sell. So STI, right? You think it's a coincidence that there's a seller lurking at the same exact price? Sold. Now we're done. We're done with the trade. There's really no reason to be in it. It did what it needed to do. Bye-bye. And the Qs, as I said to you guys, when I was covering my short, once we get going, look for it to get to the anomaly print high, and voila. So whether or not you think that I might be a little off, it's true. No one's sitting in front of screens for 33 years and staying sane. No one's staying sane watching 92-cent stocks that I had 6,000 shares of, banging it out at $1.20, watching the stock go to 70. You're not staying sane. You start doing some woulda, coulda, shoulda math in your freaking head. I mean, I'm up to like almost 2 billion of mistakes now. You're going to lose your mind. This keeps you sane because it's algorithmic. And you understand, hey, wow, the market is rigged. All right, so it's going to go here, then it's going to go here, then it's going to go there because it's programmed to do so. And then you just sit back. And if this is your first day here, boom, I just proved everything that I've been talking about for 30 years on day one. I'm not here to debate with you if the market's rigged or not. It is. And I prove it every single day. You think this is a coincidence that the market told us it was going to go rallying? Sure. Right. So now if you want more commentary, I don't want to mislead you in any way. Remember, I'm all about this trade, right? I don't care where the market goes tomorrow. I don't even care what happens this afternoon. So let's have this conversation, because I need to qualify every time I say it, because it's not about what I say. It's obvious you want to be long the Q still, right? It's obvious. But what's now maybe not obvious is that 590, 13 are new generational lows, and you may never see the Qs ever below that print. Because every time this market pulls back and convinces other people that, ooh, maybe we have a chance to go down, that becomes new generational lows. Now, once again, I will qualify this statement by saying, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Because I hope we get a day where tomorrow, hopefully it's tomorrow, that we gap up, everybody's feeling bullish again, and then we get to beat the living shit out of the complacent longs again and crush this market. Because let me tell you something, friends, if we ever do, and I'm saying ever now, if we break today's lows, right, that's going to be factored in with multiple time frame VWAP. But if we break Friday's lows, there will be a mass exodus of this market all the way down to where I believe a real correction happens. And that's down there. So Friday, once again, fart in the wind. Did somebody smell something? Oh, no, it's gone. But if we actually do roll over, break today's lows, and then break Friday's lows, we're going to have an exodus of this market, and there won't be a bounce. It's going to be a 12.5% sell-off, and we're going to get absolutely annihilated. And if you ask me, I don't think it's going to happen, but I certainly hope it happens, because I'll be trading that thing perfectly. But for now, every trade is a faux show, bro, waiting to happen. If you want to stay short, you can stay short. Just don't get faux show broed. You get it now? And that's how you stay in this biz. That's how you stay in this business, right? You want to be all pissed off about USAR going up 17 points after you sold it? So am I. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Oh, I remember what I was thinking. I did a call spread and I got called out. That's what I was doing. That's why call spreads are the worst. But today, I came in looking to punch this stock in the face. And I punched it hard. It's almost a 10-point trade. So going back to that whole commentary thing, weren't you the guy that was shorting this stock at the open? Certainly was. How'd that work out for us? Worked out pretty damn well. And then we covered and went long because we're not dumb. Right? Right? Why were we watching STI today? You guys traded the stock with us yesterday, right? Why were you looking at it today? Because did you guys see the chart on this stock? What do we say about 2025? The uglier, dirtier, nastier. The company's hemorrhaging cash. They may not even exist. I'm in. Those are the best stocks this year. Who cares if it exists, right? It exists enough, and it just came out of an Andy Dufresne, and now suddenly everybody wants in. What do? Who cares? The word solid is in the name. That's all I need. That's all I need, and VWAP. So yesterday we traded the stock like champs, right? Remember that wonderful faux show, bro? $5 stock. And the next day you come in, ooh, give me a chance. Give me a chance to buy it. Okay, how about a faux show, bro, at prior day VWAP? There's your chance. And there's the VWAP break. And suddenly you got a stock at $18 that you're banging out at 20, 22.50, and 25. It ain't hard. This ain't about idea generation. Every trade is on your watch list. This is the greatest market ever. Give me some random symbols. I'll show you. Anyone. You guys are along the queue. And we're green. And there you go. And there you go. Q's are green. Good luck being a shorter. Right. Good luck. We're never, ever, 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 ever going down. Ever. We're never going down. Oh, we went down yesterday. Did we? Oh, we went down this morning. Yeah, did we? Let me know when we close green. Let me know when we close red 3 days in a row. Googleicious, it's the Qs, so it's the same trade. If it's in the Qs, it's the same trade. Faux show, bro, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. QQQ related, they're all doing the same exact thing because the market's rigged. Give me something not QQQ or SPY related. They're all generally doing the same thing because it's one big incestuous freaking circle jerk of bullishness. What? Give me something random. Did he just say circle jerk of bullishness? Yeah, I did. I got that tattooed on my back too. What? I got a lot of tattoos. You coming to Vegas? I'm actually going to get some more tattoos when we're in Vegas. I'm going to put faux show bro embedded in the little URA. Well, it's not really, it's an index, but the answer is faux show bro VWAP break. This stock is the same as USAR and UUU. So the same exact trade. Shorted out of the gate, hits the VWAP, pulls back, bang. Plug. Plug. Yeah, there were 2 buys on this thing today. 3 buys, in fact. Faux show bro, the first one, second one, and then it faux showed at prior day VWAP. Lots of reasons to want to be long. By the way, nobody's short anything right now, right? Because you must be delusional, right? You're nuts. Shorting was the open. That's over. TMQ, love it. I don't love it as much now, but comes back, little faux show bro action underneath that 9 1/4. I'll be getting back involved. But right now it's Q's long. You guys are long? Come on now. Come on now. You guys remember when the market was going down this morning? I know, crazy. All right, probably should have been out of here by now, but hang on. I got to show you a video. All right, I can't show it to you. I don't know what happened to it. All right, so this is from circa 2000, I don't even know, a long time ago. There's one video, if you haven't seen it, buy the fucking dip video. It's hilarious, right? But this video is one that I really, really like. And hopefully you can hear it. And this is my daughter. She's now a Georgia student, going to be a vet. She's pre-vet already. Crazy. I have a daughter. It's going to be a doctor. Well, at least a vet. This is my daughter back in the day. And she says, oh, sorry. She says, did you think the market was going down today? Are you an idiot? She didn't want to use the word idiot. Now she's a foul-mouthed lunatic. I liked her better then. She was embarrassed to use bad words. I don't want to say idiot. I had to pay her $2 for that video. All right. Well, this, I don't know if the day could get any better. Probably can't. Here's a curveball for you. I'm going to run, everybody. Not only am I hoping that the market goes down, I'm hoping the market goes down, because that would be even more exciting, right? They just annihilated all the shorts for the last 2.5 hours, right? It would be nice if we had a blow off top later today and then we just rolled over and started crushing on the downside. I don't think it's ever going to happen, because generally when you faux show bro and break over prior day VWAP, you tend to stay in the uptrend. And again, if you haven't heard, the market never goes down. So you just witnessed it. And today is probably by far the #1 day in trading in the history of trading. And I hope you guys had a great day. And I hope you understand now, when I say the market never goes down, it's not me. I'm not just saying it. It's every single day. Until it stops faux show broing and ripping higher, I'll stop saying that. And since 2012, it's never stopped doing this. So I'm going to keep saying the market never goes down. You get it now? 79 trades of profitability today. Sorry, 80. And I hope you guys had at least 3 or 4 of them. All right, Ryan, I'm out. Spence, I'm out. Everybody, I'm out. Put some money aside and get ready for my cryptocurrency coin. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully it's as successful as some of these worthless rare earth stocks and all this other crap. All right. Namaste. Have a great one.